I'm comparing the most downloaded free menu against the market-leading paid menu Ambani for FiveM. Which one lives up to its reputation at the end? I don't fucking know. But if you want to check out Ambani for yourself, come to the first link in the video description. And with the code RAVEN on checkout, you can save an additional 10%. Alright boys, we loaded in on a random ass FiveM server. And the free menu that we're going to be using is called Simple. Now let's load this bad boy up. Oh. Yeah, wait, hold up. Let me restart FiveM. We're back. Don't mind that. So let's try it again. The menu seemed to have loaded, but hold up. Let me see. How can I open the menu? I'm literally trying every single keyboard combination right now. Let me see if a virtual keyboard can fix this issue. There we go. So the menu itself doesn't look that promising, but keep in mind, this is a free menu. Let's see, ESP. I'm gonna just turn everything on. We got a combat tab with aimbot. We're definitely gonna give that a try in a sec. Sadly, I can't read what the things on the right say. Whoever coded this menu didn't really seem to care a lot. There we go, local player. The ESP seems to be working fine. I, for some reason, can't stop talking in-game. And what the fuck? My mouse is not working anymore. You guys can't see this right now, but my mouse is stuck on my other monitor. Hold up, let me show you guys the problem. My mouse is literally connected to Discord right now. Let's try the features on this bad boy. We got God mode, anti-headshot, and no clip. I think God mode and anti-headshot are pretty self-explaining. Let's try out no clip though. Because on these free menus, a lot of the times the features lag like crazy. And, oh, I mean, it's not that bad, honestly. It's definitely not the best, but keep in mind, we didn't pay for this, so I guess it's not that terrible. By the way, in the top right corner, you can see we have an anti-cheat on the server, and it's actually going off like crazy. So right now, you would have probably been banned 10 times already. Let's try out the speed hack. And I mean, like the no clip, it kind of works. The ESP is definitely holding on to dear life right now. Anyways, this menu is not really usable, given the fact that once I click on my mouse, I tab out, so you can't really use this menu for PvP. Also, keep in mind, we had this menu file checked before, because a lot of the free menus out there actually have a virus inside of them, and obviously I don't want to run into the risk of getting my passwords etc. stolen. Now for the paid menu. On Ambani, we just reworked the loader, so you got your changelog, your spoofer with the different spoofing options, and the games that we support. Now all we have to do is click load, and there we go. The menu right now is pretty small, given the fact that I'm on a 4K monitor, but I can simply adjust that in the settings. I have Reshape installed. The color grading on the menu is kind of off, but that is something I can fix as well in the settings tab. Alright, first off we got our combat. This menu obviously doesn't fuck up your mouse, so I'm actually going to be able to show you guys. But first off, let's disable this anti-cheat fully. After disabling the anti-cheat, it's impossible to get banned for any of the things that we're about to be using. Now let's give ourselves a weapon and try out the aimbot. As you can see, it's perfectly smooth and hits every single target. And this is what you wanted to do, because obviously you paid for it. Then next up we got silent aim. Silent aim is kind of like normal aimbot, however it doesn't actually drag your mouse to the enemy, but puts the bullet on the enemy's head for you. So whenever a player, or in this case an NPC, is inside of a red circle, he automatically gets hit. You're also going to hit chance, so if you set that to 50%, half of the bullets that you shoot actually miss the target on purpose, which makes it look way more legit. You got a trigger bot, and what that does, it automatically shoots for you once your crosshair's on the head of the enemy. Now for the ESP, you got boxes, filled boxes, corner boxes. You can set up your skeleton ESP however you want it, and you got certain filters on the right. You got a health bar that you can adjust from the staged health bar to a gradient, and you can adjust the position from left to top to right to bottom. Same thing for the armor bar, and you got name tags which you can adjust as well. You can display the distance, the weapon, the snap line, and who's actually targeting you right now. So when you're in a fight, you always know which enemy to prioritize. You got vehicle ESP, and obviously you don't want to hold Bible on your screen while you're playing, so we added a system that automatically adds more details to the vehicle the closer you get. Right now you can see that I'm seeing a lot of cars at the same time, and it's not annoying, and I can play normally while having my ESP on. You got a world ESP, which is bullet tracers, impacts, etc. You got a radar, you got FOV arrows, so you can see outside of your FOV where enemies are. You got a fuckload of player exploits like God mode, no clip, invisible, infinite stamina, damage reducer. We have one of the most complex free cams on the market, so for example, if I use my fizz gun, I can carry around any vehicle. You got a solo session which puts you in a different dimension, so let's say you're robbing a bank, farming resources, etc. Nobody can disturb you while doing that. You got super punch, which gives you super strength. You can handcuff yourself and unhandcuff yourself, which is crazy good for trolling. You can carry vehicles and throw them when you don't want them anymore. So imagine walking up to a player in his car and just picking it up. This is a type of quality you don't get on free menus. You have PvP exploits like auto peek, where you can save certain positions and wagers and teleport back to them. You got features like no recoil, no spread, fast reload, range multiplier, a weapon size adjuster, where you can make your weapon small and large, and rapid fire, which you can fully configure as well if you want to shoot faster or slower. Other than that, we have a fully detailed clothing menu. So if I want to change my cowboy hat back to white, I can do that within seconds. We got a model changer, and I know some other paid menus on the market have it as well, but we don't just support animals, we support peoples, jobs, free mode and story mode characters. You have a fuckload of vehicle exploits and a fully interactive tuning system. So if I now go ahead and spawn a vehicle, you're gonna see we exactly see what we can adjust, and this is individually for every single vehicle, so there's no generic options like other menus have. On the right we have certain prefixes for engine tuning, etc., maxing out the whole vehicle and colors. You got got a tuning system, you got a teleportation system, which displays a preview on the right where you actually get teleported. And you can teleport to custom waypoints. So all you have to do is mark a certain spot on the map, then you hit teleport to waypoint, and there you go. Now let's say you want to save certain locations, which are different on every single server, like drug labs, etc. We have a save menu system, which lets you save locations and teleport to them anytime. We got an online players option, which gives you a fuckload of exploits to choose from. The same goes for the vehicle options. And we got server exploits. You have a weapon spawner, which is fully customizable by default, so you can spawn the weapons with certain attachments, etc. And you can spawn custom weapons as well as client-sided, so they don't get detected by the anti-cheat. The same thing goes for vehicles, and then we have a pedestrian spawn menu. So you can spawn animals of different breeds and people. You have a lot of preset options for you, but obviously you can do whatever the fuck you want. So for example, right now, I just spawned 10 guard dogs in front of me, 10 pugs, 10 cats, and now we have 1,000 deers running through downtown. We got sharks. Oh, they drowned. Never mind. Next up, we got a resource dumper, which lets you dump a whole server and look through the files. Then we got a stream dumper, which lets you dump every single server-sided plugin. This is something no other menu on the market has. We got an event stopper. Like I showed you earlier, you can stop certain server events like anti-cheats, etc. Let me give you a direct example. You see this ugly-ass QB inventory? If I stop it, I can't open it anymore. And we made a trigger finder, so after you dump the server, our AI looks through the server files and checks for triggers you can execute. Like for example, here in the ambulance job, you got server-sided revive triggers, or for example right here, you can give yourself the doctor job. So when you're on a server and you want to be a policeman, a firefighter, or a certain gang member, you can just give the job to yourself using the Ambani menu. We got an event monitor with a fuckload of different options to choose from, and we got an event looper. Now what's the point of an event looper, you might ask yourself? Let's say you want to run multiple events at the same time, like farming and selling cocaine. You can do that with the Ambani menu. Then we got a Lua executor, which unlike other menus doesn't just allow you to have multiple files open at the same time, but also saves them. So if you close your game or re-inject the menu, your code is still there. We offer Lua menus directly through our marketplace, which currently holds over 50 different Lua menus to choose from. So for example, if I load up the Swift menu, you're gonna see we have a fuckload of new options, which I won't even be able to cover in this video, because otherwise we'll be sitting here for the next hour. You have certain overlay options, like watermark, etc. And a safe mode, which prevents you from getting banned. You got a custom crosshair, which you can adjust. You got block input and streamproof. We're the only FiveM internal menu with a one-click streamproof option that hides the overlay from every single recording software. You can crash your game, uninject the menu, and adjust the overlay options. We got a super complex web radar that I introduced to you guys in a different video. Essentially what that means is you can actually share your ESP with your friends. They don't have to have Ambani or even a cheat running on their PC. So they're fully safe from file checks or anything else. And you got a config system, which, like the Lua market, lets you share and even sell your configs with other people. So you can make IRL money using Ambani. Oh, and last but not least, we added an ESP builder. So now you can actually on your menu adjust the ESP directly through an on-screen interface. So you can move stuff around the way you want to have it.